Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about all of the new changes, features, updates, and more that have become available in the Smuggler's Run DLC for Grand Theft Auto Online. So, Rockstar have updated their event page, their newswire, and their patch notes, and I'm going to be compiling all of that into this video to give you a pretty in-depth guide at all the new changes that have just arrived in Grand Theft Auto Online. So, let's start with the new content really quickly. Rockstar have added hangars into online. They can be purchased on the Maze Bank foreclosure websites. There's 5 different locations. They have modifications such as hangar style, lighting, floor graphics, office furniture, living quarters, and an aircraft workshop. Hangars come with space for up to 20 of players' personal aircrafts and a computer that is used to manage the air freight business. The air freight business allows you to source and sell cargo. There's to be a setup mission that can be done first. That's pretty much the rundown as far as that. There are 7 new aircrafts that have actually been added into Grand Theft Auto Online, which is pretty awesome. So the first of which is the Buckingham Alpha Z1. The second is the LF-22 Starling. The third is the Mammoth Tula. The fourth being the Nagasaki Havoc, the fifth, the Nagasaki Ultralight, the sixth one, the V-65 Molotov, and the seventh, the Western Rogue. So those are the 7 aircrafts that have been added within this update. We know there's going to be a lot more if you watched my video earlier on all the unreleased vehicles, but still, 7 new planes is a lot, and those will be a ton of fun for us to enjoy. Now, Rockstar says our heads might be in the cloud, but there's also 2 vehicles on the ground that have been released, including the Grotti Vision Supercar, which is pretty awesome. It's available on the Legendary Motorsports site, and then the Vapid Retinue, which is a sports classic vehicle available on the Southern San Andreas website. So those are the 9 total vehicles that are available right now from day one that you don't have to wait for, that you can enjoy instantly. Now, let's move on to something else that Rockstar has added into the game, and that is a new adversary mode called Motor Wars. So I know you guys might not like adversary modes, but anytime an adversary mode typically has to do with vehicles, it's for the most part pretty good. So this adversary mode is blending the adrenaline rush of Drop Zone with the claustrophobic tension of a match of Penned In. This brutal adversary mode is a deadly scavenger hunt where second place is not an option. Up to 4 teams parachute into a periodically shrinking kill box strewn with a lethal assortment of guns, explosives, and weaponized vehicles. Work together, find a vehicle, and fight opposing teams and the shrinking map to survive and win. So this is basically Rockstar's version of Battle Royale. So we kind of got our wish. This is like a PlayerUnknown's Battleground mode for Grand Theft Auto Online. You dive into an arena that is constantly getting smaller. You have to find guns, explosives, and weaponized vehicles in order to help you win. This sounds incredibly cool. Now, it'll be interesting if the execution of this adversary mode is good or if it's poor like some of the other ones we've seen. But at the end of the day, I'm excited about this, and this sounds very promising. So we will actually be doing this a little bit later on in the day on my live stream. So I'm definitely going to be excited for that and to kind of show you guys all of those details. But that is going to be awesome, and that is the brand new adversary mode that has just been added into Grand Theft Auto Online, and it is once again called Motor Wars. And the last 2 things after the adversary mode is that Rockstar have added over 500 new items of clothing and outfits into online for both the male and the female characters, and over 30 tattoos. So Rockstar really outdone themselves with the clothing, the accessories, the masks, all that stuff. Now, I will say that some of them are like the same masks, just with different like patterns over them, but still, 500 new items, that's a ton, and it gives us a lot of variety that we can pick and choose from when trying to create nice looks for our character. Now, let's move on to some new features that Rockstar have added as well. These are new features for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. The first of those is a new flying formation assist, and that option has been added to the interaction menu for VIPs, CEOs, and MC. So just like what I thought was going to be added when I was breaking down the trailer, and very similar to how it works with the Biker Club, how you can ride in formation. Well, now you can fly in formation. So once again, all you have to do is pull this up via the interaction menu, and now in a group, if you're like a CEO or a bunch of MCs, you'll be able to fly together a little bit more seamlessly, kind of like the transition we saw with Rockstar do in the trailer. So that is awesome. They've also added the new Havoc helicopter to the list of available VIP, CEO, and MC vehicles. So this is a tiny, tiny little 1-seater helicopter, but it's great from getting to point A to point B. And it's also weaponized too, which is kind of cool. So this is going to be cool. And now if you're an MC or CEO, you can call that in via your list. Rockstar have also updated multiple new MC and CEO styles. So if you don't know or you haven't been one of those for long, you can choose the sort of outfits that you and your associates wear. And Rockstar have added a bunch of new styles. They've done this in previous updates like import, export, and gun running and stuff like that. So it is cool to see that they're continuing to add to this. One of the coolest features is now flares fired from a flare gun will now attract nearby homing missiles. So that's one of the biggest features that they added to the aircrafts, the flares and the ability to detract missiles. But now apparently the flare guns do the same thing too. So for example, if you're in the passenger seat of a Buzzard and you're getting locked onto, well, you might want to just start shooting flare guns out the window and hope that it works and hope that one of the missiles start attracting to one of those. And the final change that Rockstar has under new features is that changes have been made to the amount of explosive hits the Savage helicopter can withstand. So I've heard that it is only one extra explosive, but at the end of the day, I'll take it because the Savage was one of the worst armed vehicles we've ever seen in online. I mean, it would blow up from just a couple snowballs. So I'm glad to see that Rockstar have adjusted this, and it is going to be good to see if it will be able to compete with the hopefully newly released Hunter that will be seen in the game sometime soon. Now, in addition to this, Rockstar have fixed a bunch of things in not only the creator, but also the Rockstar editor as well. So for many of the talented creators and machinima editors in the GTA community, these changes are going to be awesome for you. Now, I don't fully understand them as well as you might, so you might see one of these things and say, man, that is a big deal. So what I'll do is I'll leave a link to all 3 pages that I'm using in the description so that you can check it out for yourself. And so if you want to check out something that may pique your interest but may not be that exciting, you can, and you can get involved too. But just know that there were a bunch of Rockstar creator fixes and a bunch of Rockstar editor fixes. Now, let's jump into some of the general and miscellaneous fixes. Now, with every update, Rockstar always say that they make improvements to Grand Theft Auto Online to prevent crashes, improve the quality of matchmaking, reduce the number of network connection issues such as disconnects and split sessions. Hopefully that's the case because every update they say this, and every update it really does nothing. So hopefully, again, they will end up fixing that. A pretty big issue as far as vehicles go, a change to vehicle downforce calculation have been made to make sure that vehicle handling behaves in the same way as before the gun running content update. So when gun running was added, downforce was kind of broken, shifting the way vehicles changed, how well they performed, and now that has been reverted. So it'll be interesting to see where some supercars and fast vehicles stand now after this fix. Speaking of supercars, 2 cars with active spoilers, the Nero and the T20, they got their spoilers fixed when sometimes they would incorrectly move. Further fixes have been made to prevent the cargo bob from dropping vehicles when doing vehicle sourcing stuff. And because this is the update after gun running, there's a ton of general and miscellaneous fixes for the gun running content, like the weaponized vehicles, the bunkers, the MOC. You always see after the update comes out or when the new one comes out, the one before it typically gets a ton of changes made to it. So you're going to be seeing a ton of that right now if you go check out this page in the description where bunkers are getting fixed. You know, the Maze Bank foreclosure site is getting fixed because it added new properties, stuff like that. So I'm not going to go over all of those because some of those issues are honestly just as simple as players not being able to interact with the sofa and TV inside of the bunkers. But some of them are pretty important and some of them are pretty interesting, like this last one as well, whereas Rockstar fixed an issue during races that caused invisible collision to appear in the world for a small period of time whenever another player finished the race. That could be a huge impact, and I'm glad Rockstar has gone ahead and fixed something like that where we no really longer have to worry about invisible collision in races. Because like I said, that could be a huge deal. But like I said, I'll leave links to all of that in the description. There's also some miscellaneous fixes for Xbox only, PC only, some story mode fixes as well that I didn't even know existed. But you can check all those out as I'll leave a link in the description and you can get to reading them if you want. All right, and the final thing we need to talk about is some bonuses and more that are actually going on this week. So the current event, which you might not know is going on, but yes, there's a current event going on from today, August 29th through September 4th. There's a couple things you can do. You can unlock 3 new t-shirts, the black Rockstar camo tee, the white Rockstar camo tee, and the Razor T. So all you have to do is log in anytime between now and September 4th, and you'll get those. Also, 25% off select vehicles. So those vehicles are the anti-aircraft trailer, the Karen Technical, the HVY Insurgent Pickup, the Armored Boxville, and the BF Raptor. So kind of a random assortment of vehicle, but if you're interested in any of those, they're 25% off. And then you've got the premium race and the time trial. The premium race is Gauntlet, which I want to say is a lapped muscle car race. And then the time trial is Casino, which I don't remember this one, so it may be hard, it might be easy. I'm really not too sure, but that are the bonuses that are going on this week. And then Rockstar says, and stay tuned for details on our Smuggler's Run Snapmatic event and Social Club sweepstakes. So that's going to be happening soon. So if you got some great photo taking skills, you might be able to win yourself something pretty cool in game and in real life as well. But anyways, that's all the information that I'm going to be talking about for you guys in this video today. That right there is all the features, changes, updates, and more in patch update 1.41 for Grand Theft Auto Online as a part of the Smuggler's Run DLC. Like I said, I'll leave all those links in the description if you want to check them out for yourself. Let me know what you think was the biggest or best change in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. Without the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.